he's just Ruiz's opponent, just waiting for his official results before they go face-to-face. They'll do that, of course, at the weigh-in tomorrow. So once again, we got Campbell against Ricky. Campbell was just threatening to push Ricky into the pond, which we might see later on. But you guys, a big
splash, won't it?
But you guys, Campbell, I'll start with you. It's been a tremendous week. I've never seen a young fighter do so much media. You must just be ready to fight now. This is it. Saturday night, the professional journey begins.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Like I've said a few times, the nerves are slowly starting to come in, and people have been saying, like, is it getting a bit much for you, like all the media stuff? But it hasn't. I think it's doing me good, to be honest, because it's a bit of a distraction from Saturday night, you know, to keep the nerves away. But just really excited, ready to go. Been flying in the gym. Did my last punching session this morning. Felt really, really sharp. So just can't wait to show everyone what I can do.
You're a young man with plenty of energy, and obviously, I guess Matthew and Ricky will be saying to you on Saturday, just stay calm. You know, you're going to go out there. I know you fight at a very high pace as well, and that's one of your attributes. But it's important to stay calm for this debut on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. That's been the main bit of advice I've had off everyone, to be honest. Obviously, the amount of eyes on me, there will be nerves, and I'll be eager to please people, but I think like the main thing for me is I want to do myself justice. I want people to see the Campbell Hatton that's in the gym, you know, when I'm sparring and stuff. Because I think when people see that, that will be what impresses people. So the main thing for me is I want to. I do set a high pace, but I just need to be calm and calculated with it.
Do you feel that pressure to look good as well? We know that 90% of the country are behind Campbell Hatton, and of course Manchester behind you, like they were for your father before you, but there will be that percentage you say, well, he's here, he's only getting this opportunity because he's old man. You want to show how good Campbell Hatton is in his own right, and I guess that's an added pressure.
Yeah, it is. Like, you always get people who have something to say and have the criticisms, but for me, I just want to go in there and, like I say, do myself justice, and obviously, if I'm the best Campbell Hatton I can be, I'll be happy with that, and I think that'll be enough to impress, like you say, them 90% that are behind me anyway. So, yeah, and I think with time as well, with time I'll be able to show people everything I've got to do. So, just staying calm is my main goal for this fight, and do myself justice.
Ricky, I'm sure if 10, 15 years ago, if you would have thought that at one point you'd be sitting here at a press conference with your own son about to make his professional debut, you probably wouldn't believe it. But how does it feel as a father, with everything you've achieved in the sport, to look across and see your son just 2 days away, ready to fight?
Yeah, very, very proud. Very, very nervous. You know what I mean? He's had a fantastic build-up you've done for him. You know what I mean? And it's all right. It adds a little bit of pressure, but I'll be brutally honest with you. If I didn't think he was built in order to cope with the pressure, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. And I know he's dreamt of, he's seen what I've done over the years and what his brother's done over the years, and all the Manchester names, and Anthony Crawler, and that's what he wants, like Anthony Crawler, and just to name a few, that's what he wants to be. He wants it so bad. And if I thought there was just a fraction that he couldn't do it and do himself justice, I'd tell him not to bother lacing the gloves on. I would do, because I did it so he didn't have to do it, but he's chose to want to do it, and I think he deserves a pat on the back for that. He's gone in the hardest game of all with what I did, and what Matthew did in many ways. So I think he deserves a pat on the back for that alone, and it makes me feel very proud of everything and the attention he's got this week. How he's taking it all in his stride, and this will stand you in good stead for the future, son. Honestly.
Obviously, it's a professional debut with a lot of eyes on him, not just because of the Hatton name, but because of the big fight as well, and the whole event experience out here. The playing yesterday, the boat. How different was that from your pro debut, and how different is that? How difficult is that just to stay calm?
Yeah, well, my pro debut was in Widnes, so it's a little bit different than Widnes. No offence to anyone from Widnes, but no, I just been saying to him all weekend. Listen, do you want to get where the top of the bill is? Povetkin and White. Is that where you want to get? Well, let's get used to it now. You know what I mean? Get used to this, because this is what it's going to be like when you get there. And I think this will stand him in good stead. It's his early days, professional debut. He wants to get off to a good start. He wants to try and impress. I mean, you're going to get the people, you know, that will turn around and say, well, you know, it's because of his dad, you know, because of this, because of that. He's got to shut that out from his mind, do his own job. And I think if he keeps relaxed and keeps nice and composed, I think everyone would like what they see on Saturday. And, you know, it's early days, isn't it? It's like, there's going to be a few speed bumps over the way. He's a young and up-and-coming, you know, professional and that. But I think what they see on Saturday, ultimately, I think they're going to really enjoy the ride that's going to come. I mean, it's a long way away. First of many more nights to come, but we wouldn't be sat here. I wouldn't be sat here as his father if I didn't think he had half a chance.
And finally, he's got to stay calm. Yourself? How nervous will you be on Saturday night?
I'll be very nervous. You know, more nervous in the sense that I just want him. He said earlier, you know, I want him to do himself justice. He's worked so hard. He's come on so quick in a space. He's only a babby, and he was a late bloomer. You know, he only started when he was like 14, something like that. He's only had like 28 amateur fights. It's his pro debut on a big stage, and seeing how he's dedicated himself to the sport and how hard he's worked over certainly the last few years. He's slipped a few gears in the last few years. I just hope he does himself proud on Saturday, which he will do with all the hard work and the changes and the adapts he's made to his game. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Campbell. Thank you, Ricky. The professional debut of Campbell Hatton this Saturday, live on Sky Sports box office in the UK and DAZN around the world. Gentlemen, I suppose you've got